The book I'm choosing to read here is Wanted, the Perfect Pet. This is by Fiona Robertson. Very colorful. Inside here, another common theme within these is ducks. No ducks were harmed in the making of this book. Chapter 1, The Boy. Hello. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Henry. What Henry wanted more than anything else in the whole wide world, more than chips, more than a cowboy costume, more than an all-expenses-paid trip to the moon, more even than world peace itself, was a dog. But Henry, said his mother, you already have 27 different varieties of frog. Surely they are enough. No, said Henry sternly. They are boring. All they do is hop and gribbit. I want a pet with personality. I want a dog with floppy ears, a waggly tail, and a soft, wet nose, and warm, furry tongue. A dog that can catch balls that I throw and can learn fantastic new tricks, and that I can chase around the trees, because it is common knowledge, said Henry, that a dog is the perfect pet for a boy. So, he decided to advertise. Right here. Wanted, the perfect pet, also known as a dog. Must have waggy tail, floppy ears, soft wet nose, and warm furry tongue. Should be able to learn fantastic new tricks, preferably house trained. Apply in person to Mr. Henry, the Pond House, 24 Tadpole Lane, Little Gribbleton, or even call. Evenings and weekends only. And then he waited. Chapter 2, The Duck. Once upon a time, there lived a duck. He didn't have a name. He lived all alone, far, far away, at the top of a cold and windy hill. Nobody ever wrote, nobody ever called, nobody ever emailed. He went to the movies and played ping pong and watched the sunrise, the sun float about somewhere in the middle, and the sunset, all by himself, every single day. It wasn't much fun. But then one day, he opened up his paper, and he saw Wanted, the perfect pet. I am not a dog, he said, but if I was a dog, I could have a friend at last. A friend to have tea with, go to the movies with, and play ping pong with. A friend to watch the sun rise, the sun float somewhere in the middle, and the sun set with. So with an old pair of socks, an egg box, and some string, he created the perfect disguise. Then he packed his things and set off on a long journey to meet the boy. Chapter 3, The Discovery. Ding dong. A dog! Yelled Henry. Woof, said the duck. Henry had never been so excited. The duck had never been happier. However, Henry's dog wasn't very good at catching balls. And he wasn't very good at learning new tricks. And when he chased Henry around trees, he waddled. And he slipped. And he tripped. And his soft, wet nose and his floppy ears and tail fell off. Henry was stunned. The duck slowly stood up. A single fat ear rolled down his beak and plopped on the ground in front of him. I'm sorry. I'm not a dog, admitted the duck. I'm just a duck. I do not have floppy ears or a waggy tail or a soft wet nose or even a warm furry tongue, he said sadly. Oh, said Henry, disappointedly. No, you don't. Henry thought for a moment, then he picked up the duck and carried him home. He gave the duck a nice hot bath and a cup of tea. He took out his enormous book of incredibly interesting things. He looked under D, and he made a list. Which he showed the duck. Duck skills: can dive underwater, can hold breath, swim, float on water, fun in the bath, at the beach, useful for hunting for sunken treasure, fishing and fetching things dropped in the swimming pool. Can fly, could put on an aeronautical show to earn extra pocket money. Also, good skill for getting kites and frisbees out of other items out of the trees or the next door garden, and for drawing maps for spying on people. This particular duck, very good at disguises, very clever. Nest building skills excellent for building forts and camps and tree houses and so on. Spare feathers can be used to build Indian headdresses and to tickle your little sister with. This duck can talk, is rare, but not unheard of. Also, won't shed fur, get dog breath, need walking, house training, won't eat homework, chew on shoes or furniture, and won't pee on the carpet. So you might not be a dog, said Henry happily, but you certainly are not just a duck. In fact, you might be the perfect pet for me. I think I'll call you Spot, Henry smiled. Quack, said Spot. The end.
Thank you for participating in our Week 1 book challenge with Dr. Moore. Please take a moment as a class to discuss both books and cast your vote